that you controlled not directly, but rather by impelling gravity upon like the characters or whatever. Oh, it crashed. No, that was that old crash. So instead of having a direct control over the game, instead you control a source of gravity that can affect objects in the game. And so that's how Grav. That was the idea that started Grav. And I like when I like going in like when I first started on Grav, I had a very different impression of like what that would mean and like how that would end up. But I started literally just by doing that. I was just like, okay, so here are some objects, and now I can affect them by gravity. Now what? And and it changed. Like what I thought I was going to do, I didn't. Instead, I just did the thing that made most sense at the time, and I kept going with that. Um, and yeah, in stark contrast. Oh yeah, so okay, so with Grav, at the end of the first day, I had a playable build. Like I had the game playable. Like you know, 9 hours after I'd started the project, I got it to a place where I could evaluate it. Bbox was the exact opposite. Bbox was not playable until it was basically done. Like I later went after I like finished Bbox, I went back and added like different things to it. But like I never iterated on the core gameplay itself because I had such an idea of what the core gameplay was going to be when I went into it that I didn't feel the need to. Like there was no point. Like I wasn't going to change anything. I knew how it was going to be. I'd figured it out already. Um, um, so you know, like it or not, there there's at least like there wasn't the same need for that like iterative process because that's just wasn't like what this that's not how this project came to be. That was not the origin of this project. This project was basically like that project was like highly iterated like in my brain space before I ever like sat down to work on it. So um, archery is a little bit like that. Uh, I've been thinking about archery for like a month now, not quite a full month, but like almost a month now. And so like because I haven't been working on it for that whole month, it's been stuck in my head. I like smoothed out most of the edges, like just mentally, which can be dangerous because like something that seems like a really good idea can turn out like really poorly. And so it's like it's not a bad idea to like iterate on stuff and like you know proceed with like with caution. But like at this point, like it doesn't seem feasible that I wouldn't add archery to the game in the way that I envision it, like right now. So oh whoa. I'm already using a subsection here. Oh yeah, yeah. I just this was part of my my this is part of my attempt to start off by not having the face like uh go out of bounds. So I can get rid of this part where we have this like rect business. Okay. So edge X. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, right. This is the same math that we're doing inside that thing now, so we can get rid of this, and we can just say, wait, what is edge X supposed to be? Oh, yeah, archery's CU face position. Okay. Uh, right, because like even before I had it set up so that the art wouldn't draw out of the bounds. There was that one piece of art that was like, I really don't want this one drawing out of bounds. So, archery CU face, which is a weird sounding variable name now that I say it out loud. Oh yeah, so this archery CU face is supposed to be index 0. These ones are supposed to be 1 and archery CU face index 1 and archery CU face index 2. Yeah, all right. I was like, I just want to convert all of my art to use like this same format, so that way I don't have to replace it in all this single place, all the like these different places. I can just handle it as like this format. Oh wait, why did I? Oh, I did archery CU face index 1 twice. Wow, that was special of me. That was amazingly special of me. All right, so TV start, TB end. Yeah. So next one, place that. I really need a way to replace things and then not like jump ahead. Oh wait, this one also uses an area. Oh right. This one does the same like stuff as etc. etc. So no, what I actually want to do here is again I want to use archery CU face pause because this is for the sweat droplet on the brow of the archer. So it'll use the same, like it'll translate across the screen as the face translates across the screen. All right, so archery. Oh yeah, so CU droplet is index 0. I'm definitely gonna make at least one typo in doing all of this stuff, but the one thing like I at this point like I need development environments that I need development environments that don't have like compile times. Like I like if I had to like wait for like things to no, that's not true. I was gonna say like if I had to wait for things to recompile, like that just would not be a tenable situation for me. And that's actually very not true because like the last time I worked professionally, like before this gig, in development, which was not that long ago. It was like a year ago, less than a year ago even. No, about a year ago. Oh wow, it's been about a year. Oh really? Oh wow, it's almost May. Oh man, I've almost been indie for an entire year. Weird. um, but no, technically it was less than a year ago. Yeah, no, there were like egregious compile times, and I just don't. Yeah, it's different, I guess. I mean, I was also working in C languages, which are more of my like wheelhouse, so I had that to offset. Oh wait, what are we doing with the? Oh, again, we're using Edge X. Really? The bow. Okay, yeah, sure, whenever or whatever. I don't care. Okay. Oh yeah, so again, we don't have to calculate Edge X and all this stuff. Okay. Right, because this is oh no, but this time Edge X is what? It's archery CU bow position. Yeah. Uh, yeah. I mean, so working like with compile time is like you just can't like you just have to be a little more careful about the mistakes you're going to make. That is to say, you have to make your mistakes up front, and you have to recognize them up front. And because if you like now that I don't have compile time, I just lean on the compile or just like I just like I don't even like I can write a little bit quicker, a little bit faster, a little bit looser, and I can just like and it'll just Swift rage equals Illuminati. That could be true. I cannot confirm or deny. Um, uh, so oh yeah, so TB start and TB end. Mhm. I like it was dreamy the first time I didn't have to compile my code and I could just like work. I think that's why I had such a good. I think that's like part of why I like. That's one of the like that's just like an example, or that's like a very like exemplary sort of feature of Unity that like gave me like such a good impression of it, like of Unity. Like so many things in Unity just felt like that. There's like they just like you just work. It's like don't worry about like all this like headachy stuff because it'll just instead work just automatically. I was actually really skeptical of it at first because I was like, no, that doesn't sound realistic. Like, nope, that can't be a real development environment because if it does stuff like that, then like obviously it's missing, like, I don't know. It was like, wait, if this scene, like, if I don't have to do like egregious amounts of like setup work just in order to get this scene, like even just like, doing the very most basic, most simple starting things that like you do for every, like, I don't know, like I just hadn't worked in, oops, wait, no, what got me that? Um, no, it's just like no, that's not possible. That's if it doesn't need me to do like all this like headachy setup work, then clearly it's not taking this seriously. And I remember like a long time ago, I installed it, I tried it, I was like, no, this clearly is not. And like I don't know. it like it just set off like my my BS detector, I guess. like I was like if you'd like I mean I guess it wasn't like I wasn't in a position where I like needed it or anything. So it's not like I was evaluating it from a very serious standpoint, but like I literally like I didn't even give it a second thought. Like I would only have been using it for like, you know, for just like hobby development stuff like in my spare time. Um but instead I just didn't. I didn't get into it until much later because it seemed fake. It seemed uh like I don't know. I expected it to be like too simplistic. I expected it to be like not featured, not well featured, like not, and it might have been at the time. Like I think like it was like probably like one of the first versions of it, like when it had like first come out. Like it was when I had tried it, and so it might have been that it wasn't as robust, but like. And it actually wasn't for oh wait, which one did it? I just replaced this one. Okay. It like oh whoa. Wait a second. Oh wait no. Oh yeah no I messed that up. This was thwap 0, so this actually has to change to thwap 0 index 0, and then these other places where I said thwap index 1 and index 2, it's actually index 0 index 1 and index 0 index 2. Okay. Yeah. Uh yeah. I guess I guess the reason that like stands out so vividly in my like memory is that I hate that. Like what I did to Unity in that case, like I hate that. Like I hate when you do something so well that people doubt you for it. Like I hate when like you like go above and beyond, and as a result, the response that you get is like a worse response than if you hadn't tried very hard. Like I that's like one of the most infuriating feelings. Like to be on the receiving end of like that sort of response. And so I guess it's one of my great shames that I I was a part of that. I feel like I've wronged the well actually maybe that's why I've spent a lot of time trying to make it up. Like I've like anytime someone mentions game development, like, you know, what should I game develop? I'm like Unity. No. But like maybe part of the reason I'm so quick to recommend Unity is that I misjudged them so long ago. All right, we're almost done with this, which is the good news. And I think it'll just look a lot nicer. I mean, it'll be like it'll be getting like more towards it'll look a lot less like temp art once I get this in. Oh. And actually, now that I think about it, right, there were the other boundaries that I was going to set up. And I'm in that part now. So actually, in these ranges, I'm not supposed to be using TB start and TB end. I'm supposed to be using different values that don't exist yet. So like for most of them, that is correct. But once I got down to the archery thwap section, then that was when I was supposed to switch over to using these values that don't exist yet. So let's make those values exist, and then let's use them. All right, so sorry, the whole result position thing. We'll put it right above this because this will, yeah, some of this will get a little simplified. So archery ht frame z equals this will be like tuples because like it can be, because these aren't going to change. Okay, so the first one is going to be, oh yeah, and I should also, oh, I do have that value. I keep thinking like, oh, I should set up that value, but that value does already exist. I have TB start. Right, TB start. Okay, so it's going to be somewhat based on TB start, but it's going to be a little different too. So it's going to be TB start plus 5, which is 485. TB start plus 5, comma TB start plus 5 plus 314. Yes. So, for example, I can now replace this with frames index 0, index 1. And I can replace some of these other terms with that stuff as well. Okay, so the second one is going to be 485, or no, it'll be TB start. It'll be TB start plus 5, TB start plus 5, plus, what is this one? Plus 312? No, not plus 312, plus 319. Yeah. The first one is 319. And then, wait, 319? Wait a second. Is the plus 5 redundant to the 319? I think it is. I think 319... No, it's not. No, because the 5 is in here. Yeah. Okay. So no. So TV start plus 3... Plus 5 plus 319, comma, the same value, plus 312. And that will replace most of what we have here. Except for the minus 10, minus 0, that stays. So this is going to be what? This is going to be archery, archery, HT, facial hair. Thank you, Lettuce Kiss. I just recently, I finally, like, I've kind of been like, I've had this look for a while, but I'd been doing it with just like a straight razor. Like, I've just been like hacking at it to get it to look like this. And I just recently bought little scissors, like, eventually I got to the point where I was like, this would be so much easier if I just had little scissors. So I eventually just got little scissors. And now the thing I wasn't really expecting, though, is that I now have these very existential moments where I'm standing in front of a mirror using little scissors on my face, and I'm like, what am I doing with my life? Like, how did I get to this point? I mean, I do it. I just shoot to get it to look like this. But it was just really, maybe it's just I have to get used to it, because I never, oh yeah. This is like, I never rocked facial hair before in my life. I just, I'm still like, I guess I'm acclimating to that, because it's just like, I mean, it's no different than, like, you know, getting a haircut, right? Except, like, I've never cut my own hair, so, like, maybe I would have gotten as existential about, like, this sort of thing if I'd ever, like, tried to, like, you know, do my own, like, do this. I'm just standing there, like, looking in the mirror, and I'm, like, seeing myself. And I'm seeing myself with little scissors, and I'm like, what? Is this me? But thank you very much. Let's guys, and thank you very much for following. Welcome to the channel. All right, so okay, so we set up the first two archery frames, and then yeah, the next one is going to be very much like the previous ones. It's just going to be TV start plus 5 plus in this case it'll be what? It'll be 636. 636 plus no, just 5 plus 636. Yeah. And then the second half will be this plus 314, right? And then yeah, and then and now we can replace most of this term with was it TV? No, not TV start. Archery HT frames. Archery HT. Archery HT frames. Index 2, index 1. Yeah. Oh, plus that. Okay. Wait, 314. No, 314 is supposed to be part of this term, so we can get rid of 314. Okay. Oh, and then minus 10. Yeah, okay. Yeah, there we go. Uh, yes. Okay, so now, yes, now we can also use these frames down when we're doing the thwap stuff. We can we now have the inside and the outside edge for each of the individual frames, not just for the entire overall frame. So yeah, where was that? It was down. It was slightly above here because I'd replaced them. So yeah, so all of these all of starting yeah. So starting in Tableau 3, everything in Tableau 3 is going to use these frames. So TB start, TB end is going to be archery HT frames index 0 0 index 0, and this is going to be index 0 index 1. So let's see. Yeah. Okay. So now this one down here is going to be index 1, because this first index value will match the index value here, because those are that's where we're indexing the like each of those 3 frames of animation. So where that one is 1, this one will be 1. This one's really supposed to be 2, is it? Why are we down to 2 already? That feels wrong. Is this really supposed to be thwap index 1 and index 2? Oh, yes, and I lied. I totally lied. No, they're not supposed to match those indexes. They're supposed to match these indexes. Right, these are all supposed to be 0. Right. The indexes I was matching over there were the indexes of the frames of animation. Like, I shouldn't call these things frames. I shouldn't call the boxes frames because the animations are also called frames. No, and right. So we're supposed to be matching not the archery HT thwap indexes, but the archery HT hit positions. Yeah. And those are still indexing at 0. It will get higher. We'll index higher ones later on as we move through this animation set. But no, it does start. It does. So I'm just gonna unbutton this button because like I don't know if you noticed, I've like had my hand here like going like this, like tugging at my shirt like the entire freaking day. But no, that's slightly more comfortable. I'm so classy today. Why am I so classy today? I guess it's probably because I've spent so much time standing in front of a mirror, like scissoring at my face with tiny, tiny scissors. Those tiny scissors imbued me with all the classiness. Um, sorry. Okay, so archery HT result index 0, index 0. Wait, this is already indexed twice. Am I supposed to be indexing this a third time? Archery. Oh, no. This is different. This already ascribes to that format. Oh, no, it doesn't. Wait. We already have the width, and we already know what the width and the height are. Yeah. We already know what the width and the height are. The width actually is still in the position. Okay, yeah, so you're right, because this is in this case, this archery hit result, this came back from the blit text thing. So the width already was the second term. It naturally was the second term. So this is going to be archery hit result index 0, index 1 over here. But then the other term is different because we don't actually return the height on these as well. We could, but we don't yet. Instead, we'll say font, because this came back from font action. So we can just say font action dot full height. And that's the height. And then right. So then the these last terms will accord with these ones here, and so it'll be archery HT frames index 0, index 0, index 0, index 1, right? Because we are still indexing on 0. Yeah. Okay. And that's when this is like when we switch over to indexing on ones instead. So yeah. And then down here we'll index on 2s and so on and so forth. Okay, so let's replace this one. And then so this is archery HT thwap index 0, index 0, and then this is not a tuple. Only a few more to go. So close. Wow, I'm really bad at like just hitting my delete key or my backspace key. Like they're right next to each other, and I more often than not I hit both of them. Like if I'm trying to hit one of them, nope, hitting both of them instead. All right, this is the this is no. Oh, yes, this is the one where we start indexing on 1. So, so I'll copy this because it'll be similar to this, but I have to change the indexes. Here it'll be frames index 1, index 0, and index 1, index 1. I'm also really negative about myself a lot. I think I'm just self-deprecating. I don't think I'm self-deprecating in a bad way. I know I'm self-deprecating. And like, I guess the reason that like that's standing out in my mind right now is because I was talking to another streamer, and like one of their rules is like to not be negative on stream. Like negative about their own work on stream. And like I guess like when I heard that, I was like, wait, why? Like it really surprised me to hear that they would like hold themselves to that. And I guess I feel like it should make sense. Like I should hear that and like go, "Oh, okay, sure, yeah, right." But I still don't hit that. I don't know. Like I try and rationalize like why that would be the case in my mind, and it seems like on one level it seems like sure, yeah, that makes sense, right? But then at the exact same time, like I don't think I could ever do that. Like or like if I ever, I don't know. If, for one thing, I don't think it ever would have occurred to me to try and not be negative about my own work on the stream. But maybe it's just not my style. Maybe it just like literally wouldn't work for me because actually I can copy this whole chunk because these are all almost identical. I just have to change 2 of the indexes. Specifically, I need to change this index and this index. Yeah, I just like, I don't know. I call myself out on a lot of things because I know I'm not done getting good at things. Like, I guess I'll stop being my plan to stop being negative about my own work is like once I'm perfect. But like, I mean, I say that like jokingly because like no one's ever perfect. So like, why would you ever? I don't know. I guess maybe the trick is to be self-critical without being negative, which that's entirely feasible and possible, right? Like that's not that hard. But I guess that's like what's not kind of like not my style, I guess. Because that would be really difficult for me. All right, wait, hold on. Yeah, so this is the thing that I'm setting up now, basically. So I'm just going to borrow it from here, put this here. I think those are where it goes. But then in this case, it's HT result index 1. It's still font action full height, and then it's also frames index 1 and frames index 1. Yeah, okay. And then I think I still have too many parentheses here. Like I didn't break down the opening parentheses of what used to be a tuple. But then I think that's correct. Yes. All right, 4 more. Look at that, almost done. And so let's you know what, I mean it might just be that like, yeah, so I was just looking at the game visuals for a second because I was just like you know what we haven't seen much today is the stars, like the energy stars, but also we've had really like casual playership today. So I changed how the stars work. And so I'm really nervous that there's going to be a ton of bugs with them, but we haven't really had like real like participation to test like that specific feature. So I guess I'm going to stay nervous about that feature until we get there. Someday. Okay. So replace this. So this is thwap. Oh, yeah, I indexed correctly. Okay. Like everything now has like multiple indexes. It's like, you know, whatever. This is how I roll. So archery HT thwap Index 0, index 0. Yes, and then archery hit position, index 2, and blah 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 blah, and then archery HT thwap, index 0, index 1, and index 0, index 2, index 0, index 2, index 0, index 1, and then yeah. So now here we are going to go for archery frames index 2, index 0, and index 2, index 1. So I'll just paste this for now, and then change the indexes as such. And sorry. Sorry. Copy that. And right. So I'll just because like whenever I hit the replace thing, it like jumps forward. It like I find that slightly jarring. So I'm gonna actually like before I go through and do those replace things, I'm gonna update these. So this is thwap index 1, index 1. This is thwap index 1, index 2, and then way over here we get rid of this opening parenthesis. Whoops. Yeah, whenever I hit the backspace key, I either hit the delete key as well or the end key as well, because they're on my keyboard. It goes like end, delete, and then backspace is like the width of both of them underneath both of them, and so I can't just hit one. I can't just hit backspace. I just have these like pudgy fingers that I actually don't even have that. No, I just don't have good excuses. I'm just like really well. So here's an example of me not being especially like putting my qualities in like the best light, but like I've fat stupid fingers that can't do anything right. And yet somehow I get by. I guess that's what I get. Maybe that's why I don't care about like maybe that's why I'm like kind of flippant about like negativity or like at least like harshly critical statements about myself. Like how I'm so stupid I forgot this parenthesis. No, I'm kidding. That one wasn't. I was just okay. No, I would be worried if like I ever really genuinely couldn't accomplish something, but that's not typically the case. Like I have like I'm not. I guess I mean like at this point in as I've been working on like what I've been working on for as long as I have, that I'm fairly confident in like what I am capable of, and I also know fairly well what I'm capable of, so I tend to know going in. Like a lot of times, like I know going in, like is this something that I'm going to be able to accomplish, or is this going to be like a challenge that might prove infeasible? Blah blah. Wait a second. Why are we missing something here? If archery, I feel like we're missing an else case here. Oh, no. This is just for the result text. Yeah. Okay. Never mind. Sorry. Yeah, I guess so. I think part of the sorry, I'm just like musing about like these random things because I've had like the mental bandwidth to do so because I've been doing this like same somewhat repetitious task for a little while now. But we're almost done with that, so I'll get back to like doing other more interesting things instead. I just like it feels like there's no harm in being like chiding about like the stuff that I'm working on because I know I know it's gonna turn out great. I know it's gonna go super fantastically perfectly, so great that nothing can ever impede or impugn or cause anything but absolute greatness from from everything that I'm doing. No. Maybe that's a slight overstatement. All right, if I ran the script right now, I'm guessing I'll find a bunch of typos. It'll crash because of a bunch of typos. Hey, like this one that I just typed. Whoa, if it made it all the way down here, though, that might mean that I actually have relatively few typos going on. Invalid syntax where? Oh, I had too many commas. Oh, yeah, I do. Look at that. Wow, but if I made it all the way to here, does that mean I'd have relatively few typos? Like, whoa, one typo? And now everything just works? Really? That'd be surprising. I'll let it go through the full cycle of. All right, so yeah, look, the arrows don't get cut off at the edge of the screen, or they do get cut off at the edge of the screen. They don't overlap the frame. Yeah, cool. Um, I might want to cheat the targets a little bit to the left, just because the arrows come in from the right. So, I mean, well, no, I guess I don't really have to, because like even that arrow that was like right on the edge of the screen, like that actually like fit fine in the screen. Um, but I could cheat it a little bit, just because like if it was just the target that was on screen, then I could center it just around the position of the target itself. But if it's the target and also, those other things. Oh, look, cool, yeah. So this is one of the ones where like it looked weird that it was overlapping, because like if the adventurers walked in, like they disappear around the edges of the scene. So it was weird that like so the archer now disappears at the edge of the screen too, because it's like I don't know, that scene is like that specific tableau is a little abstract. It's like kind of supposed to represent like here's like the same sort of environment, but it's not literally right here. Like it's happening here, but it's not happening like right. I don't know. It's weird. It's kind of like a cheat. It's kind of like I mean if it's too weird having it just like that, I could always change it too. Like I could always. No, it's just so easy to do it that way. I'm just gonna do it that way, I guess, probably. um, yeah. See, like the 33%, how it's like up and off to the side, like that. I might want to. I might want to just shift it a little bit so that. Well, I think I've actually no. I said I was gonna take out misses, so it's probably fine how it is. Um, oh, but with the text in that corner as well. Hmm. I probably will shift it a little bit. I'll probably shift those the targets. Like I already shifted them up a little bit from where they were originally. I might just I mean it'll be subtle if I do it. But it'll just be like it'll just I don't know, maybe I'll just like wait, hold on. Just like push them a little bit in this direction. Just like what is that like? That's like 12 pixels. That could be good. And then like overall, like so it's a little like they're a little off center now, but like overall the composition will be balanced by the like where the arrow hits and then where the text appears. So something like that could be good. Um, oh, I'm like probably like wait, did I like go? Am I going like off screen? Sorry, I'm like I'm like standing differently, and so it then occurred to me like the. All right, anyways, let's so let's offset it by 12, I guess. Yes, that's fine. 12, sure. So now I'll just want to subtract 12. I might only subtract 12 from the upper ranges. I might not change the I'm just like nudging these values like gradually to like the position that I want them. Uh oh, speaking of which, I updated these Archer HD frames here. I didn't update them in the other in the other place though, so I want to do that too. Oh, can I change this no, I did change the result. Or no, excuse me, no. I changed the result position here. I didn't change the result position in the other place yet. So or no, both. I didn't yeah, no, both of those. Both those. No, there was what? The result position. Yeah, no, the result position. Yeah, yeah. Okay. I don't know. That was so confusing to me. Um, position? No, no, no. Wait, where's the part where I choose it randomly? Hit position. There it is. Yeah, hit. Yeah, okay. Yeah, blah blah blah. Oh yeah, and hit position. Oh yeah, yeah. Hit position should probably also use the frames. Yeah, no, they definitely should. They should also use the frames. Because right, it's like it's what this is like TB start plus 5. So actually, I can just say archery HT frames index 0. Yeah, archery HT frames. I mean, I'll have to change the positioning of this so that it so the so I'm not referencing it before it exists, but HT frames. Yeah, so hit position. Wait, am I referencing hit position? No, okay. Right, so archery HT frames plus random int. Oh yeah, so this 292 is. I'll just cut 12 off, so this will go to 280. Excuse me, sorry. And then 25 to 225, sure, I guess, why not? And then, right, so then, oh yeah, wait, this is archery HT frames index, index 0, index 0. And then, so this one, this whole 285. Oh, yeah, okay. Okay, yeah, and this is a lot more normal now, because it's like, instead of like 342 blah 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 blah, it's HT frames 1, index 0, plus the same 25 plus 80, or 280, or 25 comma 280. And again, this one is as such, and except it's frames index 2. Okay, and then so yeah, so this will be much simpler. We can do it here as we are now, and we can do it down here as well. Yeah. Let's indent that. I should probably line break it so it doesn't like run like way far off into the distance, off into the sunset. Why not? Look how pretty that is now. All lines up all nice and... Whoa, what the heck is that? Oh, whoops. That's supposed to go down here. I guess it's a good thing I brought that back in, because I might have missed that entirely. Meyer. Yeah, right. Yeah. Oh, gotta follow that rule. Gotta line break it. Oh my gosh, this faint line that we have drawing down here. The world will end if I accidentally exceed it. I mean, I do annoy myself with how far these lines go sometimes, but like, I'd also be annoying myself a lot if I had to if I actually had to abide that line as well. I would not be able to handle that. Okay. So, okay, so yeah, things are cool now. Things are cool. So cool. What do I want to do next? I definitely have to clean up the art at some point, because that art is kind of hilariously bad. But I also need to make the data real. I need to... I need to do a lot of things. I think I'm actually pretty okay with how the art systems work though now. Like, if the art looked better, I'd be pretty okay with how this stuff is showing up. Oh, I want to bring the I mean, the next tableau, the one we're about to see, I do want to change basically everything about the next tableau. Oh, I need to figure out where the action tags. Yeah, this one, I'm just gonna bring them slightly in, I think, a little bit, because they're just I don't like how so much of the scene is just empty here. There's such a space in between them. I don't want to make it look like the archers are too close together or anything, but I don't want to make it to look like the archers are too close to their targets. I don't want to make it look like it's a trivially easy shot or whatever. Oh, what software? The IDE that I'm using is PyCharm, and the engine that I'm using to render the graphics is Pygame. Oh yeah, that's it. So that's the other thing. Yeah, Lauren. Right now, the 3 archers in a row and the 3 targets in a row, they're literally the same image blit 3 separate times, and that's just because I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted the composition to be. At first, it was just going to be 1 archer, and for a while, it was just 1 archer and 1 target. The reason I actually changed that is because of the final frame where you see the 3 targets in a row. It seemed like it would be, it seemed like I wanted to. So like yeah, this was originally just one archer, one target. Um, and so I just set it up so it's literally just like the same. There's only one archer in the drawing, but yeah. So when I like I was saying before, it's not going to actually be separate. Oh, this is probably before you got here. It's not actually going to be like the same like an image of a single archer blit three times. It's going to be one image of three archers blit once. And that's the point where I actually will be adding that depth. That was something we talked about yesterday. Um, and yeah, that'll help too. I actually like I want at one point like I tried it with like five of them, but with five of them it looked completely ridiculous because like at that point like it was like this weird optical illusion where like your eyes were like, wait, my eyes should be perceiving this frame where there are three different targets. Like it seemed weird to have three different targets and have the three arrows like hitting three different targets if there was only one target in the previous like yeah. So like I don't know. It's like it's abstract and weird and different, but like that for some reason that point of abstraction like didn't sit right with me. So that yeah yeah. So I have to go in and redo. But like I've been saying, like all of this art is temp, and that like it's temp in different ways. Like that art is temp. That art like actually looks pretty okay. Like it didn't take me very long to like get the archers like to look and the targets to look okay because like I'm used to drawing art on that scale. What's going to be really difficult for me is to draw the close-ups because like we've only ever seen the adventures when they're like tiny on screen. So like when I draw the adventures like face close up, like I'm gonna have to like I mean it's probably not gonna change much. Like I think this is roughly the style, but I guess I'll like have to clean up the lines and I'll have to like figure out like how am I gonna do like the treatment of these objects, like what level of detail and shading was really gonna go into that and what's gonna look right. So I'll have to figure that out as I go. Um, but right, I'm like that's gonna stay pretty temp until probably I get the entire game systems up and running. Because like the art, like the level of art that we have so far is like enough for me at this point. I feel. Uh, oh yeah. So now that so one thing I will want to do though is I'll want to add a fourth frame of animation to the arrow like winging onto screen. Because like one thing you'll notice is that it looks fine when it hits like the middle target, the middle of the target, or and like fine. It looks like whatever. It looks on par when it hits the middle of the target or when it hits the right side of the target. But when it travels all the way across and hits the left side of the target, you see a frame of animation where like the arrow is just like appearing out of nowhere, and that's because let's look at that. Oh, actually, yeah. Before I forget, I'm gonna narrow. Like I think that was like the end the my like the conclusion that I was coming to is that I'm just gonna narrow the space between these things a little bit. I might actually, you know what? I'm not gonna make the targets closer together because the targets like I don't want them to be closer together. But I will make the where is it? It's like it's up here. I will make the archers a little close together. I might spread the targets apart actually slightly. um, so what was it? This is Tableau 2? No, Tableau 3? Tableau... No, this is Tableau 2. Yeah, for Iron Range 3. Um, right, so it'll be... so the archers will be... Maybe the archers will be apart by... No, I can't... If I try and put the archers too close together, they like you don't see them anymore. Like it looks like this weird like it doesn't look like three individual archers. It looks like this weird like mess of like I don't know what. I'm gonna try and put them a little closer together, just because I don't want to put the archers and the targets too close to each other. Like I don't want the archers too close to the targets. I'm gonna widen these ones slightly, I guess. I actually the targets might have been fine. The spacing between the targets might have been fine. But then yeah, so this right, so this 380 minus I is actually going to be wait, archery. Yeah, no, it's going to be I don't know, it's going to be like 340 maybe. Bring in a little bit, and then this is going to be archery level position plus 200 maybe. Let's just see what this looks like. Oh, I should cheat the tableau so that we don't have to watch through all the tableaus just to get there. I think it'll be quicker to do it this way. So let's cheat the tableau back to 0, so that way it'll quickly get us to the to this tableau that we're iterating on. So it'll show that for a few seconds, but then it'll switch over to the other one. So that might be not like it might be okay to have the archers that close together. Their bows, like when their bows touch, they like do it like makes this weird pattern of like wide narrow, which seems a little weird, but like I don't know, that might be reasonable. Again, this is all temp. I'm just like kind of trying to like spec out like how it should look roughly before uh, before I try and make like the actual art and stuff. Um, all right, so yeah, this is this is shaping up, I think. So let's do what then? We will yeah, I'm gonna space the archers out a little bit more than we have it here because I think 35 was a little too close. I'll try like 40. Um, but it's probably fine. I don't have to like keep poking at it because they mostly fit on screen. Like it starts like with one of the targets like off screen, yeah, and then probably by the end of the panning, one of the archers might be off screen, or maybe I don't know. But either way, this is fine. Oh, only one of the flags is visible now. That's weird. And did it just crash? No, it just froze, like a jerk. Yeah. Why did the flags? Oh, right. Because I didn't change the flags, so this would go to 20. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. One more time, yeah, and then let's start hooking up like the data side, I guess. It's like make this real and real and like playable rather than just whatever. um, the action tags, like I don't know what I'm gonna do with the action tags. Like I was saying before, like if I want the action tags of the actions to match the action tags of the results, I'll need to change how that works because yeah. Oh, that was the other thing I was saying. I might just like get rid of the action tags. I might just get rid of the backing of the percentage symbols. Or like the percentages. Yeah, like on this screen, I might just have it so that there is no backing to those numbers. Those numbers just appear on like the plain background, which would also resolve it, I think. Or I make up another backing that is static, and I just use that same backing for. Yeah, we can figure stuff out. We can figure something out. Um, yeah, well, it's one of those things will work. um, so this is good. Let's I'm actually curious to see how the art would look without that backing. So how do I get rid of the backing? What's the quickest route to getting rid of that backing? Oh, that's simple enough. I'll just say when we load in data, when we load in environment data, we will we set up like all these frames. So we'll also say so yeah, like so frame M and everything. I'll just add in another of these. And when we load these in, we just won't actually. Yeah, we don't actually have to do anything. Yeah. Oh, we do have to add in like 0 and 0. Oops, 0 here, 0 here. And now we can just say frame 4. Like when we want to blit that text, we can just say frame 4. And frame 4 doesn't exist, so is that gonna freak out if the width and the height? No, that should be fine. Yeah. So now it'll blit like the frame 4, but frame 4 is just blank. So I got my Cub Scout badge in paddling. So, hey, look at that! Just in time. Right under the gun there. Um, okay. uh, right, yeah. Oh, what is this layers thing? Tag layers? No, that's not related. What is that though? Oh, yeah, yeah, no, that's something different. Okay. Uh, so let's do what then? Yeah, so now when we're doing the archery hit what is it? Archery hit result. Yeah. Let's say, yeah, so when we blit text, we're not going to use the font action frame index anymore. We're going to use index 3 because index 3 is that blank index that we just put in. And then yeah, maybe when I say that I'll bake this into the image, maybe I'll like bake it into the image on load using the same font. So that way if I ever change the font, it will automatically get updated. Oh, or I could just I don't know. I could just update the frames. Like, yeah, I don't have to bake it in. I could just update the frames. I can update the frames and then bake it onto the image. So it's not like I have to re-render every frame. I just have to. I mean, I'd still be reconstructing the frames like every now and then, but like, there are worse things than that. So I might decide that this is actually unnecessary, but we'll see. Let's see what it looks like, I guess. Oh, and specifically, let's see what it looks like if I. So I'm gonna hide the side quest for a second. I'm just gonna because if I do that, it'll switch over to this one. And I just want to see how it actually like looks on screen. Because when we switch over to that tableau, it's gonna be like, I mean, this is like all transparency here, right? Like so the backing will be like I still don't know if that's weird. Like I might I might want to change that. I still don't know exactly what I'm gonna do there. I don't like it that it draws this like black line over my face. But yeah, let's see. Okay, so that looks fine, right? That looks fine. I mean, it's a little weird how it has like that black has like the black frame like thing going on. Like this number is like on a slightly different backing than like the other ones are over there. But I don't know. It could be worse. Maybe I'll just get rid of that black. I just have like that black frame on like the like if I had it all together, like I just have this black frame down here because like I didn't know what else to put there, but I could just change that to something else, and maybe that would make it look not as bad. Um, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I could even oh no, you know what I could do is I could even just take that I could just take that color, that like light blue color, and I could just blit that in the background. So like I could just like yeah. Uh uh you didn't like you didn't like you didn't think it looked good when I was like because I could always just take a screenshot of my face and like actually blit it in there. I could just blit it into the. All right. Well, all right. I'll stop that so we can switch back to the because it'll switch back. Yeah, it switches back to the real version. Okay. Yep. And then uh, oh, what's this about? This whole oh, this is another case where like I don't have to be using these values anymore. I can be using what is this one? This is so yeah, this is looking for right because I never updated this part. So this is HT or archery HT frame uh, frames index 0, index 1, minus 10, minus blah blah blah, and then this one is This one's actually index 1, index 1. This one's index 2, index 1. But we can get rid of these things over here. Why is this one character shorter? Oh, because I dropped a space character. Not there, here. Right, so this is 2, and this is 1. Okay. Other than that, that's fine. Okay. I mean, that didn't actually change anything. It's just, like, slightly simpler. More indicative of how I want the system to operate ultimately. Yeah, this is fine. I'm gonna keep it like this for now. Do I want to do the sky thing? I might want to do the sky thing though. Because I think I already have that image. Like, oh, I have that image, but it has transparency at the top. So I'll make a version of the image that doesn't have transparency at the top. I just have this like sky, which is like this is what OBS is. The reason that blue bar stays there even when I disable the game is that like this blue strip across the bottom of the screen. I'm actually doing that with that's not part of the game actually. I mean like it's like I have it there because it makes the game graphics look nicer, but it's actually just in OBS. I have it rendered in separately. And if I hide it, you can see that's where I can see the game, like on my screen, like that's where the graphics actually live on my desktop. Okay. Okay. So yeah, so I'll just I won't change this image because I am using this image through OBS, but I'll basically want the same thing, right? So I can just say edit, and I'll say save as. I'll just call this like sky strip or whatever, and then for this one, I'll basically just get rid of the gradient. I won't give it a completely hard edge, because I think that'll look a little too severe. But I'll give it like the old side quest treatment, which is basically I'm just gonna bust out my tablet real quick. It's nothing super high tech or anything. It's not. I mean, it's not anything super fancy. It's literally just I'll just draw the lines slightly more organically using like actually it should be a bigger brush. There shouldn't be like that much wobbliness to it. The bigger brush you use, the less the wobbliness you get generally. Because the bigger the brush, the rounder the brush itself is. So, sorry, I never know quite how to position paint on screen, so it doesn't look weird. But hopefully this is okay. Okay. Yeah, so size 10 brush. I could go higher than that actually. I'll go size like 20. And literally all that I'm doing here is just I'm just gonna switch back and forth between the brush and the eraser to just kind of get this like, so it's relatively flat across the top of the screen, but just isn't literally just like a flat line, and doesn't have just like a hard edge, because this is how the lines in SideQuest are drawn. So this is like, oops, it's not even gonna be like noticeable is the sad part, but the reason I'm doing this is because hypothetically SideQuest could show up without that like blue backing. Like there's, like I said, because like that isn't like part of like literally SideQuest software itself, like that's just a separate thing that I set up through OBS. Like it doesn't hypothetically have to like show like that. And hypothetically, if that pretty blue black, if that nice blue backing that I have in there, if it ever wasn't there, I think I would want something else instead. So, oops, wrong tool. So that's what we're doing here. Actually, I'm just gonna go like all the way across, and then that'll be so that yeah, okay. So wait, how even is this? It's a little lumpy. It gets a little too low here. It's a little too high here. Yeah, Yeah, so I'm not like specifically trying to make it lumpy. I'm just doing it by hand so that I'm actually like trying to make it relatively flat, but like organically flat, not like mechanically flat. So like that's pretty good. And we won't even be using all of this because we're just like, all right, thanks Anticipy. I don't think we're interested, but thank you for thinking of us. Um, all right. Do do do. All right. I won't. I won't spend much more time on this. I swear. I won't. I swear I won't. I won't do it. I won't spend too much more time. Oh, you know what? Now that I think about it, this might be too high. Yeah, I'm gonna have to revisit this and like drop it down a little bit because it just occurred to me like the image that I'm splitting through OBS, like I think I like repositioned it through OBS. Like I don't think I edited it in Paint to get it quite to the right dimensions. I think I edited it in OBS. So like this might actually be too high or something. Yeah, this is probably too high. Anyways, I'll use this for now and then we can tweak it later. Uh, so uh, let's let's do what then? Yeah, let's just read that in. Um, we'll be using it for like more things than just archery. So I'll read it in for like another reason. So like sky strip. I mean, I'll do it in the same area, but like I would be surprised if I wouldn't want it for more than just this one purpose. So yeah, where's the whole archery thing? Wow, look at all that archery stuff. Look at all that archery stuff. Uh, so sky strip equals it was a height of 150, right? It was like as big as environment art typically is. Yeah, 150. All right, so sky strip equals pygame dot image dot load sky strip dot png. I should put that in the art folder. In general, uh, that's where the stuff goes. So scroll up. Thank you. So art slash sky strip. Hey, Cold Zero, how's it going? Uh, so art slash sky strip, and then okay, so it was for what was that? Maybe I'll do it for like all the tableaus that don't have like that backing. The all for all the tableaus that the backing is otherwise cut out. I don't know. I might want to do something different for some of those other ones eventually, but like, yeah. Actually, that was one of the other things I considered. Is like, I was thinking I might even like do a different color or something. But I'll just go with this for now. So skystrip .png, and so yeah, so let's go to tableau, back down where we render our tableaus. SM tableau. So yeah, zero is one. So we'll say blit art inside inside. It'll be graphics. It'll be sky strip. It will be zero. It'll be zero. It'll be g width, and it will be 150, and it will be TB start and TB end. Yeah, and we'll do this for the tableaus that don't. Yeah. So not Tableau 1. Tableau 1 is the one where we actually show that the art backgrounds, but Tableau 2 and Tableau 3. Yeah, so let's see how tall is that? I'm gonna, sorry, I know we're in the middle of an event, but I'm gonna, oh, whoops. I'm definitely blitting it in the wrong position. So wait, hold on. Right, no, it's not 0, 0, it's 0, 0, 170. Which is G width minus 150. Or G height minus 150. Alright, so let's run that and then see how it looks up here. Yeah, so it is too high. Because it goes... It actually... Yeah. Okay. So I'll bring it down a little bit. But other than that, it looks pretty okay, I'd say. It is really arbitrary, though, that it's blue. Like, maybe I should make it a different color instead. No, I guess it's fine. Because, like, then how does it look without the, without, like, the sky, right? I guess it looks equally arbitrary, like this. So that's fine, I guess. I mean, I could just fill in, like, the entire background, too. Like, because then you wouldn't, you wouldn't have this awkwardness going on. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Um, but if I'm gonna keep it like this for now, then I should, no, I really, like, this is really just, like, so immaterial. This has, like, such little bearing on, like, anything. I should just move on. But I will do that. The one thing of, like, lowering it slightly, I guess. I don't know. Because, like, what would I do for a background here? Like, it doesn't really make sense to have a background here if I don't have a background anywhere else. Yeah, alright. It probably won't change much. Like, I do kind of want to push it, like, down a little bit. Because it's just really awkward having it, like, right here next to my face. So maybe I should, yeah, maybe I should try tinkering with that real quick. So what is that? That is TB start and TB end. Oops. Control F. Yeah, let's, so what if I just shifted it down by like 100? So what if it was like 580 and 1540? Oops, not duplicate. Wow, not only I hit Control D when I'm trying to hit Control F and when I'm trying to hit Control S. I just can't stay away from that button. Alright, so how's this? Like, okay, so for one thing, I'm clearly not using the correct value for, like, rendering the border, because the border didn't move. But, so let's do that for starters. Where would it be? Where do we blit that border? It's like, the border goes special mode. Oh yeah, blip border. All right, yeah, there we go. All right, let's see what this looks like. And specifically, I'm interested to see what it looks like here, like on screen. So like, yeah, that doesn't cover up my face quite as much. I still have like, does it look weird that it's just like slightly, ever so slightly off center? I mean, the awkward thing is that like I use that side of the screen as like more functional space. Like that's like where I'm typically working on things. So like the further I push it in that direction, the more functional space it covers up. Or the more likely it is to cover up something like that we're working on. I mean, it doesn't have to be that tall. Like I just made it like arbitrarily like, oh whoa. Huh. Alright, clearly, again, I'm not using TB start for some of this stuff. That should be... Oh, it's for the, yeah, no, I know what that's about. That's for, wait, was it for other things, too? Is that the only tableau that was messed up? Oh, yeah, this one's messed up, too. All the tableaus are messed up. Oh, because I wasn't using TB start for, like, a bunch of these things. But actually, I mean, Yeah. There's no reason I couldn't just shorten it. Like, there's no reason I couldn't just like make it shorter. Because like none of my tableaus like are so dependent on like the actual height of like. Yeah, I think I don't like it being as high as it is, because it's just like it just covers up too much, and it's just that much. It's just like I wanted it to be like dramatic and noticeable, but I can make it like dramatic and noticeable without making it like this tall. So, uh, yeah, like this tableau, like just shrink it in both directions, easy, and yeah, the positioning. Well, all right, so I'll have to. Actually, is this the only one that actually does use the correct? No, I don't think any of them are using the correct. I don't think any of them are like shifting quite right. Like the graphics are getting cut off at the right points, and the text is moving correctly because that's like the one thing that I did actually set up correctly. But yeah, let's go through the rest of those positions. Like yeah, like any of these like, well yeah, so any of these down where we initialize this stuff. Uh, right. So archery, like these positions, 960 archery long view position. Yeah, no, this is supposed to be TB start plus 480, because 480 is 1/4 of G width. So I can actually just say it. So plus G width divided by 4. Yeah, and then uh, environment break G width environment. Yeah. So Tableau 0. We don't initialize. Oh, because those positions are all like hard set. So I'll have to edit those somewhere else. Tableau 2. Uh, yeah. Okay. So the archery pause and it business like. So let's edit these because these need to change. So pause and it is not 250. It is what is. It used to be 480. TB start used to be 480. So it's minus 220. No, minus 230. So like it's TB start minus 230, because 230 plus 250 is 480. Yeah. Okay, and then TB start, so 480, so plus 120. TB start plus 120, because 600 minus 120 is 480. And then yeah. So that's fine for that purpose. And then what is the last tableau? Oh yeah, the last tableau. In the last tableau, oh, we probably weren't even setting those values to anything. We're probably just um, we probably just have the number 480 written in there. It was Tableau 3. Yeah, 485. So it'll be archery HT frames index 0 index 0. Yeah. How about that? Is that better? Oh no, the first tableau. This tableau is still messed up. But the other ones are better now. So there's that. So yeah, now I can move the other ones around as much or as little as I like. Yeah, I should I mean, like, the reason I used like the full height is because this is like how high the graphics have. This is like how high the graphics like are, right? Like this is just like the full height, like 320 pixels. That's just how high it's always been. Because like arbitrarily, like back at the beginning of the project, is like I might want to go 320 pixels tall. Sure, why not? I've since then realized that no, I actually want to stay much lower on the screen. Because like I don't know, screen space is a premium, so. Uh, yeah, none of this really needs as much height as we're giving it. Like, uh, I can just make it so I can for like for this tableau, I can just bring everything down. Like it'll we probably like the targets probably won't even fully fit on screen. It'll be like a little cut off at the top and the bottom. Like for this one again, it'll be basically the same thing, but just like less of it, right? Like you will still see the flag waving, we'll still see the bullseye, we'll still see the arrow whirring around. But oh, and this is one we still haven't fixed. So the wait, what Tableau was that? That was Tableau 0. Tableau 0, yeah. Graphics, sky strip, yeah, archery, yeah, 485. So this will be uh, this will just be TB start. I'll just use TB start, and I'll just change these graphics to incorporate the 5 extra pixels. Well, it's technically wasteful. I don't know if I technically care though. TV start. All right, and then this is wait TV's 465. Oh yeah, I was just like, oh wait, archery aim position. No, I shouldn't have like weird numbers going on here. I should use TB start, and then if archery aim position has to have like a weird number. Oh yeah. No, yeah, I guess I will make this a weird number. So it was, wait, what was it? It was like 460 something, 465. So TV start minus 15. I don't know, whatever, that's fine. And yeah, so now let's make it all shorter. So I'll start with the frame itself. To try and figure out like what seems like a good height for the frame. Because if the frame just doesn't come up as high, then like it might be fine to have it like right up against my face. Like it might not cover up that much. Like if it only covers up like my neck, then like that's fine. So let's. It is nice to have like a big like tall chunk to work with, but I don't need that. So. Yeah, let's go horizontal, as we tend to. Let's open file, open art, border, and let's just bring this like way down. Because that was way too tall. How'd that look? It's a little more contained. That might be a good compromise. How tall is this? This is 191 pixels tall. I mean, that's a weird number. Maybe I'll go at least like 190. Yeah, let's see how this would look. Just for like really, just to get the graphics to fit in there real quick. I'm just going to go to Blit Art Inside, and just chop the tops off. I'm just going to say the blit is not going to be CY. It's going to be CY plus went from 320 to 190. So that's losing 130. So CY plus 130. So it's going to be cut off in weird ways. It's going to cut off the bottom of the screen, I guess. Oh wait, apparently 130 was not the right number. Oh no, we never worried about cutting things off at the top of the screen before. So, oh okay, yeah, no, actually I'll do it the other way. I'll do it. That will start at. We'll just start at 130. Oh no, that's not gonna. No, all right, wait. We'll say yeah, whatever. I'll say like y blit 2. I'm gonna take this out. This is not permanent code, but y blit 2 equals cy, and then y offset equals 0, and then if cy is less than 130, then we'll say y blit 2 equals 130, and y offset equals 130 minus cy. Yeah, 130 minus cy, and then, alright, so we'll say y blit 2, and we'll say y offset. So this is going to cut off the top instead of cutting off the bottom, because like the tableau of the panning, yeah, so it's just going to cut off the top just to see, like, you know, what space is this occupying, like what, yeah, right, so this one still works. Like what screen space is this really going to take up? And actually, so let's see how it looks on the stream as well. Yeah, so this isn't as bad. So even if it was like covering up my face, like it would still be, like it wouldn't actually be covering up my face. It would be like, and so I don't necessarily want it to. I don't want to necessarily bring it like closer to me. I prefer it like pushed, you know, in that direction a little bit, but I might push it further in that direction. But now it also doesn't cover up as much as like of like the workspace, right? Like if I'm like working on code or whatever, like it's not gonna obscure too much of it. Like it might obscure a little bit along the bottom, but yeah. So this is another reason you don't do final art first. Like start with temp art, because who knows, you might change all of your art dramatically. So actually, I might bring back the frames on the text as well, because at this point, yeah, I don't know why I'm so like nervous about like redrawing those text tags. Like I guess like I got like I spent so long trying to optimize like all the Pygame stuff that I ended up going a little overboard with some of that stuff. Um, all right, so yeah. So is this a good size? Am I gonna be happy with this size, or am I later gonna think, oh, I should change it? I mean, I guess I'm probably not gonna change it by much if I'm gonna change it at all. So this is probably a pretty good start. And yeah, I think that's still enough. That's still enough real estate to get like graphic, and like if I scooch the adventurer's face down a little bit, like you can still and you know, once I put in like better art, we'll still be able to see like the adventurer's eyes, and like I think we'll still be able to sell the image. And yeah, like all this stuff, we'll just shift it down and get it framed better. This tableau in particular, like this, we always had too much space here. We always had like a bunch of extra margins that we didn't really need to fill, or that we weren't really using for anything. So that's fine. This one, yeah, this one will also be fine. Again, we'll just like, yeah. Basically, I just want to add like 65 pixels down to like everything, because like I just want to have it centered in like the same things that we had visible before. I just want to instead have them like centered. Oh, whoa, sorry, I was not paying attention to chat. Uh, in your project, the only things you really have to worry about are adding models, animations, and more features. Cool. Trying to focus on adding models and animations for now. Yeah, I want to get into that too someday, like 3D art. Like it seems like it'd be a good skill to have. I have a little bit of experience with it, but like I'd have to, if I worked in 3D, I'd have to do like kind of like what I do with 2D. Like I'd have to go really simple, because like um I can sell like simple cartoony. I would be harder for me to do like anything really detailed. I'm not going to impress anyone if I try and do anything too detailed. um By adding a model, you don't mean making the model. Oh, converting an already completed model to something more fitting for. Oh, interesting. Yeah, sure. Yeah, there are like programs too where you can like just get like a free like uh humanoid, right? And I don't know, I like art though. I like actually making that stuff. Not that I don't like working with other artists, I just like, it just happens to be something that I enjoy. Like it's part of the process that I also personally enjoy. So, uh, hey, I reached level 25 or something. Cool. um, all right. Let's let's do what? Yeah, I'm just gonna try shifting the graphics just for starters. I'm probably not even gonna bother changing them right now. I'm just gonna like for now. I'm just gonna change the offsets on like all of those all the positions of the things that we're blitting. So yeah, let's go down to places where we do blit art inside and just so sky strip. Yeah, 170 is still fine for this. TB start. So I'll just say like so we used to be 5. I'll just change it to 70 in most of these cases. Uh, do, do, do. Uh, right, so 70, and then I guess this used to be archery aim position minus 15. So if it was minus 15 and I add 65 to that, it'll be plus 50, I guess. So then 229 plus I. No, wait, no. What am I doing here? Oh yeah, no, this is no. Those ones are fine. Tableau number 1 is fine. I don't have to change Tableau 1. Sky strip, yeah, sky strip's fine. Okay, instead of 5, it'll be 70 instead of oh, archery CU droplet. I'll just change what this initializes to. Instead of initializing to 220 or 200, it'll initialize to negative 135. Yeah. And then 5 will go to 70, and 170. What is this? Tableau 3. Oh, sky strip. Yeah, no, sky strip doesn't change. This will go to 70. Oh, the hit positions. Yeah, hit positions I can just change to add 65 to all of them. And is that, I think the rest of them are like hit positions, right? Yeah, the rest of them are hit positions. Oh, and the result positions. Oh, those are probably off screen now, huh? So I'll change these. And then the rest should be good. So 315 minus 10. Oh no, right, no, this is based off the bottom of the screen, so those ones actually are correct already. And the hit positions, right? So random int 25 to 280. Oh no, the second one, 25 to 225. This will be 25 to 225 plus 65. And again, like these ranges aren't even final. These are still all just temp data. But I'm basically just trying to flush out what will be roughly the ranges in which I want the real data to operate. So even so is this, how does this look? Yeah, so this will be roughly what it looks like now. So I'll change the art a little bit, so you probably will still see some of the archer's hand like within the frame, but I still don't know what to do with name tags, but like this doesn't really help or hurt that. So it'd be nice if this made the name tags like easier somehow. But yeah, this is fine. Again, I needed to do the art like in a better way anyway, so I still just need to do the art in a better way. I might like some of this stuff. I might shrink it down a little bit so it won't take up as much space in the scene, and maybe I'll do like action lines or something in the background of like some of these tableaus. But yeah, this is like. So for this one, I'll probably want to bring the targets down even further. Oh yeah, yeah, right, because I decentered the targets, right? So I want to like recenter the targets because like I think one of the arrows like went actually off screen. But yeah, this is roughly fine for now. Nah. Uh, yeah, no, when I redo the art, I'm probably gonna just like crunch the art down to a more reasonable size, and so I'm not gonna worry about like shifting the positions and stuff like that right now. This is fine enough for now. So I kind of miss the snow, but it is also kind of nice to see the snowy forest without the snow, like without the falling snow. Um, it'll be nice once I get the snow back though. Um, so let's do what then? Let's uh, let's start hooking up the actual data and stuff. I guess hooking up the gameplay side. Excuse me. Now that we know roughly what the visuals are going to do. Actually, one more time, I'm just going to see how this looks on screen, just in case like anything else like jumps out at me. I like that it extends a little bit above the environment, just to call a little extra attention to it. Um, it's just still a little weird to me that like there's this transparency inside here. But I really like it's not like I think I know of anything. Actually, now that there's less space, now that it doesn't take up as much on-screen space, I might want to just like put in a full background. Like I might just want to put in like a flat flush background. Um, so that is one possibility. Uh, although, actually, if I do that, then I guess I want to probably come up with like a per environment like background color, because like in some environments like I'll want it to be in some environments I'll want the sky to like I'd want it to fill that range with the sky, whereas in other environments I'd want it to fill that with with like in the cave, for example, I wouldn't want it to fill with the sky color, because I accidentally had the sky peeking over the cave for a little while, and it made the cave look more like a ravine than like an underground space. So yeah, little things like that. Uh, um, although I guess that could look weird with transitions. I don't know. I won't worry about that right now. Let's do the data stuff, because I haven't dug into that at all, and that's going to be quite an undertaking. Uh, so we can stop this for now. So yeah, so how am I going to set up this data? Like there are some things about like the event system that I'll want to leverage, and there are other things that I'll just want to steer clear of. Like the whole process events thing, like that's yeah, a lot of that is just not gonna. All right, well let's just start plugging it in. I might make this an event, but if I make this an event, yeah, no, this will be an event, right? Yeah, this will be an event. I'll just have to do a lot of special casing in places where I could previously make the assumption of like what an event meant. I'll just have to do, yeah, because it's like kind of like it's a new event type, and it's kind of like it's just crazy different stuff. Oh, like I was saying before, there's no reason that the event types have to be 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I might this might be the right opportunity to change like the terminology of the event types. Um, yeah, maybe. Let's uh let's consider that at least. Um, so event or rather let's say let's go to where type equals um, new ev.type. Oh yeah, so this is. Oh no, I was gonna say this is one example of where it helps to have it as numbers, but I think actually I declared like pev type to be. Yeah, no, there's no reason that I have to that I can just have like so so 0 is random. Uh, yeah, yeah, I think I will do this. Random x. Uh, uh, vote. Uh, I might change vote to like choice or like choose or something. Choose X. Because like vote, it's not always about voting. Sometimes it's about like, or like voting doesn't frame it quite right. So choose, choice. Choice is a weird word though. I think part of the reason I chose vote is because it was a very simple word. Yeah, I'll go with vote for. I'll keep it as vote for now. Vote X, which kind of looks like vortex. Balance. Kind of wish I had a better word than balance. Balance X. I guess I might as well change the text too. Random. Random X. Vote X. I bet people would like really understand the I bet the event system would make a lot of sense to people if I had never named these by integers. Like if I had never, like, because event type 1, event type 2, like when I talk about, like whenever I talk about that stuff, I'm sure like it's like so dense in a way that's like so unnecessary. Just because I'm calling them like event types 1 and 2 and blah blah, instead of calling them event types like vote and random and all right, so yeah, sure. So let's change how type equals right. So new f type equals pev type dot get. Right, that's all fine. Oh, int var. Okay. Pev type was an int var, so I guess tkinter better have a string var, or else I might have to backpedal on some of that stuff. Tkinter int var. Where does it describe stuff? Tkinter int var. Variable classes. Boolean var. String var. That's the one. String var. Cool. String var. Okay. Hopefully that all just works magically. We might have to. It might take a little more work to get that to work. Alright, so event type will default to etc. etc. And then I should probably just run a script to update all my old event data to the new naming convention, because like there's no reason that oh, environment type, that's different. Oh, special transition slides, that doesn't actually exist anymore. Subregion transition is the only, and that's a really weird way to say it, but I guess that's fine. Okay. This is environment stuff still, so we can skip past that because this is not for environments. Yeah. Okay. So, right. So we'll just say types index 0 now, and right. This isn't going to work until we convert until we convert the system over. Like until, yeah, this is basically breaking everything. It was like a change in data format, so the data will only work with like one version. So yeah, I guess that's fine. Alright, so types, actually, you know what, for now though, actually, yeah, because I'm not going to do the data conversion yet, I'm going to say we have like what is it? It's like there's like a types dictionary or something like that. Event type count, no. Event, no. Where is it? It's like where is it like vote? Yeah, so event names. Yeah, event names is a dictionary. So let's move this up because like this will help us until we convert. We can use this as the conversion back and forth. Oh, actually, uh, we'll have to have it both ways, I guess. So event, again, this is temporary. So event names list equals random. Oh yeah, so it's a list. Oh wait, but we index free at -1, so we'll probably just want to change that. Um, excuse me. So yeah, free will just be event type 6 temporarily. So random x vote vote x I don't like vote. I don't like votex. I don't like vote because it doesn't sound right, and I don't like votex because it sounds too much like vortex. um, balance x, and yeah, I'll just put free on the end for now. So I'll just say, just change this to type 6 for now, and I can't just change that. I have to change other things too. Actually, yeah, just so before I forget. Well, no, I'll keep going through the instances of type. Equals. All right, so we updated those. So when we're loading in the data, right? This is the one that we. Oh no, this is environment stuff. But for events, yeah, this is the one that we haven't. So it's gonna be so it is gonna be the integer version of types index 0, and we're gonna put it through the oh yeah, right, we have to move the location of the list so that it'll exist by this time, because we have to reference it here to say event names list index int types blah blah. Okay, just for now. Or maybe I'll get lazy and I'll never convert that, but no, this should go higher up. Where is the part where we load the events? Yeah, up here. At least. Right, so that it exists in time for this. So, yeah. Maybe we will keep event names list. Nah, whatever. It's an antique. Okay, but we will continue to update type. So type cur type equals 0. Why does it say 0? Oh, this is if equals. Wait, is this event processing? Oh yeah, this is okay. Right. So now it's now we can just say random event type equals 1. That would be random x event type equals 2. You know what I'm gonna do? Just because I don't like oh no, that wouldn't work. Yeah, I was gonna say I'll like make tokens that that represent these terms, because I don't like putting the quotes in all the time. But I also don't care about that now that I think about it. Because like random would collide with random, the system to come up with random numbers. So okay, vote vote x. Oh, what was I thinking about today? Earlier today I was like, oh hey, I know how I'm going to. I don't remember what I figured out, but I was just thinking earlier today, and I like figured something out, which was helpful to me, because I was like, hey, now I don't have to figure that out later. I just don't have to remember what it was. Alright, so type, right, so -1 now equals 6, because this used to be type free. Oh, and so we can actually just say free. So 2 is vote, 3 is vote x, 0 is random, 1 is random x. 5 is balance x. Which is a little weird because it goes vote x, random x, and then it goes balance x, balance instead of balance x. But whatever, makes sense to me in my brain meets. Why do we do this again? Yeah, whatever. All right. Oh great, yeah, sure. Wait, what was this one? 0. So random x. Random x, random, vote x. This is the system where vote. This is the system where like the event. So fun fact, you can actually change an event type while the game is running. Not many people. I think that system has actually never been used. Because actually the feature that I implemented it for, I never actually implemented the feature that I implemented it for. I implemented this feature in order to enable the other feature, but then I never actually enabled the other feature. So yeah. All right. So vote x. It might be nice to do the thing that I was saying about like using symbols instead of strings for this stuff, because then if I ever felt like changing it, I could only change it. I could change it in one place and it would automatically update the rest. But especially because I'm pretty sure I'm going to change vote eventually. Yeah. I might change balance to like even or something. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. Okay. So what was this one? This was 4, which is balance, and this is balance x, and this is balance. This else case would have been balance x, but it's the only other option. So, oh, but it might not be anymore. So actually, I probably should change this to elif and just not make assumptions. Right? Yeah. Actually, now that I think about it, elif. Or no, this one can be an else because this is about gambit range. Okay, but but no, this one elif cur ev dot type equals balance x. Yeah, right. Because when we evaluate through here, it's possible that the event type is archery. Like once we update that, so when the event type is archery, then we won't want it to accidentally shift to like, yeah. Okay. So, yep, once again, event type equals 2 means vote. 3 means vote x. Oh, and again, this is another one of those places where I have an else case that I'll have to replace with an else if. 0 is random. Yeah, I am going to change these. I'm definitely going to change these. It's not going to be random, it's not going to be vote, and it's not going to be balance. It's going to be chance, it's going to be odds, and it's going to be evens. Or it's going to be odd and even. It might not be odd. I thought it would be cute to name it odd if even was the other one. If anything, random should be odd. I could do it odd, even, and tilt. I don't know. We'll see. Right, so this is the else case, which is now an elif. What is it? Cur ev dot type dot type. I mean, it might not actually be necessary to change this to an elif case because we might not even ever evaluate down this code path for archery, because like the archery just doesn't have an event mid-time, so it's actually probably not necessary to do that, but it's also not harmful. So hey, that's new follower sounds. Yoshi XXX XXX. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for following. Um, okay, so cool. That's all good. And so now let's do what? Let's continue on because there are a few more places that I need to update the type. Um, Event names, suffix command, yeah. Uh, Wait, if cur_ev type equals event names suffix command? Oh, suffix command. Oh. We don't have to say event name suffix command anymore. We can just say suffix command. Yeah, right, because that's the oh, right. So we do still kind of need to keep event names around because we do need to filter if like suffix command. This is when the chat GM is like instigating an event and or declaring an event type, and you can only declare an event type from the oh, you know what? Trusty Bard is gonna have to say something different when it's time for archery, because in the case of an archery event, like the GM will have to stipulate that from the start. So when it's time for archery, Trusty Bard's not gonna say hark. He's gonna say like something else instead. Um, I guess that would be the most sensible approach. Or else, like, I don't know. I could change I could use the suffix command or something. I don't know. We'll see. Uh, that's like not not the first most important thing. So, all right. Uh, let's continue on. So cur_ev type two two actually means vote, and 3 actually means vote X. 4 means balance. Balance X. Which I'm about to change all of these things, but we're almost through. Alright, that's something different. And then the rest of this is all about environment type. So so we are done updating it, right? The rest of these. Oh, cur_ev. Oh no, this is, yeah, we're back at the top, so we're all set. Okay. Oh wait, new ev. Oh no, this is, yeah, we're back at the top. Right. So starting from the top, these are all now updated. Pev type.get, yeah. Because we updated pev type. Pev type is now string var. Okay, good. Okay, so now now that we've done that, let's replace all the references to random with so random. Yeah, random is going to be chance. Instead, I just think it's more better. I don't care. I just prefer it. So replace. Okay. Random X is going to be chance X. Because the X suffix is I still I think that makes enough sense. I think it. Sorry, I like started to think to myself. I don't know if I 100% like chance. I might try and change. I might change chance again at some point. But for now, this is fine. All right. And then what did so? Oh yeah. Oh no. Actually wait. No. Yeah. No. I already decided I didn't want to do chance. I did want to do odds. Oh no, that's actually if I was gonna do it that way, it would be I would want even and odds, which is just I probably shouldn't make that like if I was gonna do evens and odds, it would be evens an odds or even an odd. But like to do even and odds is just like, I mean, it's technically like what I was going for. Like those are technically the words that I was thinking of, but no, that would be